R&B Money.
Throughout my teenage years, I did record stores. I worked at record stores. And I felt like, if I'm going to get a job, I'd rather work at a record store to keep me close to music. But I would read credits all the time because, that's an art in itself.
Yes.
And there would be one name that I would always see, and it seemed like every time I saw his name, it was attached to something I liked. And his name was Timmy Regisford. And so that name always stuck in the back of my head. So let's fast forward to this record deal. I'm signed to this label now, and they asked me for my single, who did I want to get to mix the single? I said Timmy Regisford, not knowing that they would know him. And they said, "Hey, get Timmy on the phone." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, that blew your mind.
What?
Yeah, that blew your mind.
So long story short, fast forward, I'm gonna meet Timmy Regisford. So they scheduled the mix. I think it was on a Monday. I came up with this plan to play 3 tracks, 3 beats that I did have songs to them, but I won't play that. I'll play the music, hoping that he will say, "Where's the song?" Then I would say, "I have the songs." And then he would say, "Let me hear the songs." And I would say, "I don't have them with me, but I can come back to get a meeting." Well, that was in my head. So through the mix, during the break, he broke to get something to eat for lunch. And so when he went to the lounge, I asked him if I could play him some more music. First of all, I thanked him for, doing the mix. And I said, "Can I play some music?" I had the boombox. You know when that was. Yeah. With the cassette deck,
Yeah.
And so he said, yeah, he was eating, and I played him. I gave him the cassette. He got in the middle of the second beat, and he was like, "Where's the song?" So I have songs today. He said, "Let me hear them." I don't have them, but I can, I definitely can come back. I can, He was like, "Okay," and he scheduled a meeting for Wednesday at Motown, because he worked at Motown. He was a Motown executive, A&R.
Did you not know this yet, or you did know this?
I did know, but I didn't pay attention to that because I was just looking at the fact that this is Timmy Regisford, whose name is on the back of so many things at Motown, and
you like.
I didn't think about that. And so I came back Wednesday, took the train, came back, and had a bag full of cassettes. And I played him all my music. He got so into the music and so into me as an artist that he bought me out of that contract.
What?
And signed me to Motown.
Wow. And in this turnaround for this said indie label, how long was that?
It was just a little under a year because I wasn't on it long. Now, during the course of this horrible deal, the reason why I found out how bad this deal was, because at that time I was working with who would then become my partner, Charles Farrar. I had met him at this horrible label. He was just there using the phone.
What?
He was just there using the label to use the phone and do meetings. He didn't
using the phone.
Yeah, because he would just go there to have meetings and stuff. Just to use, he knew the people there, so he would just use the office phone and to do meetings.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm up here right now. yeah. No, it's popping. Yeah. Let's meet here.
It's this new kid. You just pulled up.
Yeah, you just pulled up. We own him.
Shit.
So one of the persons that did actually work there was his friend. That's how he. And so it was him who suggested to Charles, "Hey, why don't you have this kid who came up here, you should have him play keys for you." And so Charles got my number and called me and asked me to come to New York to do keyboard work. I didn't really know him, but he paid me. So, and then I would do that a few times before I realized, like, dude, what do you want? What is it that you want?
But are you on Motown at this point yet?
No,
or no?
I went back. I went back on y'all. I went back on y'all because I went back to how I got out of the deal. And so by the time I ended up signing that deal, because I didn't know him enough, when we started working, it started becoming regular. I started getting on the train a lot more. And so he was the one that had the contract looked at. And he was the one that told me how bad the deal was. That's how I found out. So in the course of that, we became characters and
Wow.
That's how I introduced the characters. Yes. We
Yeah.
became the characters. And so by the time Timmy signed me to Motown, we were kind of together.
And he just bought you completely out.
He bought me completely out. I got my master's back. I got my publishing back, everything.
That's
Well, y'all know that was God.
Absolutely.
nothing
Yes.
but
Yes.
that don't happen.
Not at all.
Yeah. That doesn't
Not at
happen.
all.
That doesn't happen.
So the testimony of that and being anxious, rushing, and you make a mess, still God can get you out.
R&B